Hello everyone. The next topic is organism and its environment. Organism and its environment. As earlier we have discussed about ecology. In the previous video I have discussed as to what is ecology, right? So when we talk about ecology at organism level or organismic level, it is essentially what? Physiological ecology. And this physiological ecology tries to understand, or in this we have to understand as to how different organisms are adapted to their environment, and based on that adaptation, the in terms of what we have to understand, the survival and reproduction, मतलब survive कर रहे हैं, रिप्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये सर्वाइवल एंड रिप्रोडक्शन के लिए हमको सबसे पहले चेंजिंग एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशन से क्या करना पड़ेगा? अडेप्टेशन करना पड़ेगा. Now in the lower class you have learned about the rotation and revolution of the earth on its axis and around the sun. So here when we talk about these two movement means here rotation and revolution की बात कर रहा हूँ. When the earth is rotating on its own axis, and first of all before we proceed further, you know about the tilting of the earth. Earth is tilted at 23.5 degree, is it right? And due to that, plus it is rotating on its own axis, day and nights are caused. And then what happens? Along with the rotation, it is also revolving around the sun. So as a result of that, here 2-3 things are there. एक rotation हो गया, एक revolution हो गया, और दूसरा एक और हो गया क्या? tilting of the earth on its axis. All these cause some variations over here. जैसे कि temperature का annual variation in the intensity, ठीक है, इन annual variation in intensity. दूसरा हो गया duration of temperature, मतलब ये हम बात कर रहे हैं लाइट के लिए, इंटेंसिटी की लाइट के लिए हो गया. ड्यूरेशन ऑफ टेम्परेचर हो गया, कितना गर्म या कितना ठंडा. नाउ वी आर having different seasons here, right? And also the change of season. So all these results due to the rotation of the earth on its axis along with the revolution around the sun, and along with that the position of the earth on its own axis, how it is tilted on its axis. So as a result of that, when it is, let us say, exposed to the sunlight, let us consider these two positions here, one position here in June and one position in December here. So in December when we talk here, so what happens here? The southern hemisphere is exposed, or it receives the maximum sun rays. So as a result of that, in December what will happen at this position? What will happen here? The southern hemisphere will have summer and the northern hemisphere will have winter season. When we consider at the other position here, this side, extreme left, at this position what happens? The northern hemisphere is receiving the more sunlight here, and as a result of that it is observed summer during this time in the northern hemisphere, and during the same time what happened in the southern hemisphere, it is observed or it is experienced winter. So what happens here in this case, what we are talking here, this figure I have just included for an understanding of rotation revolution, how temperature is affected. Okay, you have learned all this in your earlier classes. This is, we are talking about biology at present, right? फॉर्मेशन ऑफ डिफरेंट बायोम्स आर देयर. बायोम्स लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल कौन कौन से हो सकते हैं? डेजर्ट, कई इकोसिस्टम एक साथ यहाँ पर मिल रहे हैं, ठीक है. रेन फॉरेस्ट, टुंड्रा, ऑल दीज आर द बायोम्स वेयर व्हाट हैपेंस मोर देन वन इकोसिस्टम्स interact with each other, and because of that what we are talking biome here. So these biomes are formed or they are caused due to variation. Due to variation in what? Precipitation, annual variation in precipitation, and also variation due to the above mentioned movement of the earth. above mentioned मतलब यहाँ हमने बात किया रोटेशन के बारे में, tilt of the earth on its axis, revolution, rotation, and also the tilt. Along with that, the annual वेरिएशन इन प्रेसिपिटेशन. प्रेसिपिटेशन यहाँ पर क्या रिफर कर रहे हैं? इट इज रिफरिंग टू बोथ द रेन एंड ऑल्सो द स्नो. मतलब पानी है वो या तो क्या बोल रहे हैं, रेन के फॉर्म में आ रहा है, और अदरवाइज इट इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू द स्नो. Extreme north or south, when we go at over there, what happens? It is going to, the water is going to become or otherwise converted into snow. Now, regional and local variations are also found in the biome, and this leads to the formation of a different or wide variety of habitats. अलग अलग टाइप के हैबिटेट देखने को मिलते हैं. एक बार फिर से क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं कि ये जो मेजर बायोम्स है अलग अलग, जैसे कि डेजर्ट हो गया, रेन फॉरेस्ट हो गया, टुंड्रा हो गया, जहाँ पे कई इकोसिस्टम एक दूसरे के साथ इंटरेक्ट करते हैं. इनके साथ साथ में ये प्रेसिपिटेशन की बात करें, दैट इज द कॉजिंग ऑफ द रेनफॉल एंड ऑल्सो द स्नो. दैट मीन्स प्रेसिपिटेशन, यहाँ दोनों की बात कर रहे हैं. ये सब मिल करके क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ पर डिफरेंट बायोम्स आर बीइंग फॉर्म्ड हियर. मतलब these are responsible here. Movement of the earth and also precipitation is responsible for that. And when we talk about the regional or local variation within a particular biome, let us say here, or within each biome separately, it leads to the formation of different kinds of habitat here. Now, coming to major biomes in India, these are some of the major biomes in India: tropical rainforest, deciduous forest, desert, sea coast, etc. And on our planet, when we talk whole planet, we are talking about the earth here. So many favorable and unfavorable conditions are prevailing here. Means so many favorable habitats are present, and some habitats are there where what happens, it reaches to extreme climatic condition and it becomes very much harsh, where some organisms, or otherwise let us say all organisms, will not be able to survive even. Some of the favorable habitats we are talking here, like for example राजस्थान के डेजर्ट की बात कर, स्कॉर्चिंग राजस्थान डेजर्ट, इट इज अ हैबिटेट. रेन सोक्ड मेघालय फॉरेस्ट, डीप ओशन ट्रेंचेस, मीन्स सी एंड ओशन के अंदर की बात, डीप डेप्थ की बात कर रहे हैं. टोरेंशियल स्ट्रीम्स, हाई माउंटेन टॉप्स, थर्मल स्प्रिंग्स, जहाँ से पानी निकलता, गीजर जो बोलते हैं, हॉट वाटर्स गीजर्स और हॉट वाटर स्प्रिंग. देन परमाफ्रोस्ट पोलर रीजन, हमेशा क्या होता है, स्नो लेडन, ऑलवेज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द पोलर रीजन हियर, परमाफ्रोस्ट पोलर रीजन्स. स्टिंकिंग कंपोस्ट पिट्स, स्टिंकिंग कंपोस्ट पिट्स में मतलब क्या हुआ, वहाँ continuously degradation चलता रहता है, and so many organisms are involved there, and when you reach, let us say, a foul smell will come, you will not be able to survive, you will not be able to stand there. That is the stinking compost pits. And even discuss or think about our own intestine. Our intestine is a unique habitat. So many different kinds of microorganisms are surviving inside our body itself, starting from, let us say, mouth itself. In the mouth we are having so many bacteria. When we get up in the morning, at that time what happens, during the night time so many bacteria have grown, they increased their number, and generally we feel that on the surface of our teeth and the tongue. So in the morning we brush. Before brushing and after brushing, you will find a difference. If you note down, before brushing how it was, and after brushing how you feel on the surface of your teeth and also the tongue after cleaning the tongue with a tongue cleaner. Now, what are the some of the elements, key elements that lead to this kind of variation here? We have discussed here just now about different climatic condition or different habitats just now here. All these are different habitats. Even our intestine is a habitat for so many microorganisms. So, what are the question is over here, what are the key elements that lead to so much variation in physical and chemical condition of different habitat. मतलब अलग अलग हैबिटेट में फिजिकल और केमिकल कंडीशंस अलग अलग है, वेरिएशन इज देयर. सो कैसे इतना डिफरेंस आता है? सो इन दैट 4 different factors are there, or 4 different aspects we have to discuss one by one. And out of these 4, the first one, temperature, is the first most important factor. Temperature is the first most important factor. Then comes the water, second most important, light, and last में soil. We will be discussing about all these factors one by one. मतलब हम बात कर रहे हैं फिजिकल और केमिकल कंडीशन इतना ज़्यादा डिफरेंस क्यों है. इज इट राइट? सो habitat over here, habitat is a place, you know that now. Habitat is a place where an organism resides or lives. Some organisms, they live in the water, that is they are having aquatic habitat. We are living on the land, so we are terrestrial organism. Means हमारा habitat कैसा है? Terrestrial है. यहाँ हम बात कर रहे हैं habitat of an organism, how it is decided, how it is characterized. So it is characterized by 2 components mainly. एक बायोटिक कंपोनेंट है और दूसरा जो है एबायोटिक कंपोनेंट है. एबायोटिक मीन्स व्हाट? नॉन लिविंग बात कर रहे हैं, नॉन लिविंग कंपोनेंट, एंड दैट इज फिजिको केमिकल. आइदर वी कैन कॉल एज व्हाट? एबायोटिक, और अदरवाइज फिजिको केमिकल कंपोनेंट, विच आर व्हाट आई सेड नॉन लिविंग. Like here, all these are what? Non-living component. And when we talk about the other component, this is called as biotic component, in which living organisms are included. In which what happens? Living organisms are included. Like for example, all of them have their own role to play. किसी भी एक इकोसिस्टम की बात करें या फिर एनवायरनमेंट की बात करें, अलग अलग टाइप के ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं और सभी का रोल अलग अलग है. डिफरेंट रोल्स आर देयर. कुछ हैं जो कि पैथोजन का काम करते हैं, मतलब दूसरे के बॉडी में रिसाइड करो आइदर एक्सटर्नली और इंटरनली एंड कॉज सम इन्फेक्शन टू देम. पैरासाइट्स यू नो. देन प्रीडेटर यू नो, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल यू नो लायन एंड टाइगर, दे आर कार्निवोरस, सो दे प्रे ऑन अदर एनिमल्स. सो लायन टाइगर क्या हो गया? प्रीडेटर हो गए. और लेट अस से डियर का एग्जांपल लेते हैं एज अ प्रे हियर. Then there are some where what happens? Competitors are there. Means competitions are observed between the organisms of either same species or even of different species. So these organisms over here, चाहे जिस लेवल पे बात करें, पैथोजेन हो, पैरासाइट हो, प्रेडेटर हो या फिर कंपटीटर हो, they interact somehow with each other. एंड दिस इंटरेक्शन इज कंटिन्यूअस. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक दिन के लिए इंटरेक्ट किया, दूसरे दिन किया, बाद में छोड़ दिया. नहीं, इट इज ए कंटिन्यूअसली और कॉन्स्टेंटली these organisms or all organisms are found to interact with each other. Is it right here? Now we assume that over a period of time the organisms had through natural selection evolved adaptation to optimize its survival and reproduction in its habitat. This we have discussed earlier also. क्या बोल रहे हैं कि ये assume किया गया है कि with the change of time or with the passing of the time, as the time passes by, what happens? Organisms have to adapt themselves in an environment or in a habitat which suits their living, so that they are able to survive, and when they are able to survive they will reproduce and leave their descendant, leave their offsprings here, and these offsprings are again going to either work like a competitor, they are going to work like a predator or prey, parasite, whatever, and live their life. Somehow they have to adapt but to the changing climatic condition and keep themselves surviving. And if they are able to survive, they will take part in the reproduction, and if they reproduce, they are going to leave their offsprings here. Now each of these organisms just now we have discussed, they have their own roles to play. सबका अलग अलग फंक्शन है. Is it right? तो ये हम जो बात कर रहे हैं रोल ऑफ एन ऑर्गेनिज्म इन द हैबिटेट, that will be considered as niche. NICHE लास्ट में जरा देखो, last word is talking about the niche over here. So what happens here? Each organism has an invariably defined range of condition that can tolerate diversity in the resource it utilizes and a distinct functional role in the ecological system. All these together comprise its niche. मतलब क्या बोल रहे हैं, किसी भी ऑर्गेनिज्म या फिर सभी ऑर्गेनिज्म, ऑल ऑर्गेनिज्म क्या बोल रहे हैं, दे हैव ए डिफाइंड रेंज ऑफ कंडीशन, कि कितना और कहाँ तक वो सहन कर सकते हैं, टॉलरेट कर सकते हैं चेंजेस को अपने आसपास. Then diversity is there, diversity in the use of the resources that is available to them, and all the organisms have a distinct role to play in the ecosystem or in the habitat in which they are living. And all together, all these, the functional role that an organism plays in its immediate environment, in its immediate habitat, is called as what? Niche. Its niche. Let us say एग्जाम्पल के लिए जैसे प्लांट्स है, प्लांट्स का क्या काम है? ग्रीन प्लांट्स, दे आर ऑटोट्रॉफिक, they manufacture the food, they convert the solar energy into chemical form, and all organisms are dependent, for food, or all organisms are dependent on the plants, green plants, for the food. That means the role that is played by the green plant is to convert solar energy into chemical form. That means they are autotrophic. That is the niche of that. Now coming further, next topic, subtopic is there, major abiotic factors. 4 major abiotic factors we have discussed here. Out of that, temperature is the first most important, followed by second most important is water, light, and then later on the soil. Now in this video I am going to discuss about the temperature. Let's have a look on the latitude. You know about the latitude, equator is considered as what? 0 degree, right? Coming towards the north and also towards the south pole, you will find 23.5 degree पे क्या है? Tropic of Cancer on the northern hemisphere, and on the southern hemisphere what happens? Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degree. Further, when we go towards the north, what happens? This is the Arctic Circle, right? No, what is that? 66.5 degree. 66.5 degree north में क्या है? This is the Arctic Circle, and on the southern hemisphere 66.5 degree Antarctic Circle, and then 90 degree North Pole. 90 degree north means North Pole, and 90 degree south is South Pole. Now here the earth has been divided into different zone over here. Tropics means what? Tropic of Cancer और Capricorn के बीच में क्या है? Tropics आ जाएगा. Then between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle, ये क्या आ गया? Temperate zone. Likewise on the southern hemisphere between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle is temperate zone. And when we go extreme towards the south and the north, this is called as what? Polar zone या फिर frigid zone भी कहा जाता है. Frigid. Now over here temperature के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं. And then when we discussed earlier in the previous video, let's come here. When we discussed over here, because of the tilt of the earth, the tilt is equal to 23.5 degree. So as a result of that, what happens here? The places near to the equator receive the sunlight, and as a result of that, the temperature around the equator will be the highest, and it receives the sunlight almost, you can say, throughout the year. But when we go little bit towards the northern side or otherwise the southern, over there what happens? the temperature variation you will find. More seasonal changes you will find in the temperate zone as compared to the tropics. ट्रॉपिक्स में बहुत ज़्यादा चेंजेस देखने को नहीं मिलेगा. नाउ क्या बात कर रहे हैं टेम्परेचर के बारे में, दैट दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट इकोलॉजिकली रेलेवेंट environmental factor. And you know about this, why I am talking about, because here you are talking that we are aware about the average temperature of land varies with respect to what? Seasonal change. मतलब सीजन चेंज होता है तो टेम्परेचर का वेरिएशन चेंज होता है. विंटर में अलग, समर में अलग, मॉनसून में अलग, राइट. लैटिट्यूड, अभी जो बात कर रहा था मैं, इक्वेटर है, ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर, कैप्रिकॉर्न, आर्टिक सर्कल, एंटार्क्टिक सर्कल, नॉर्थ एंड साउथ पोल, ये क्या है, सब अलग अलग लैटिट्यूड है. सो लैटिट्यूड से हम अगर रिलेशन रखें टेम्परेचर का, सो व्हेन वी स्टार्ट मूविंग अवे फ्रॉम द इक्वेटर एंड मूव टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्थ और साउथ पोल, what happens, the temperature goes on decreasing. So that's why here when we consider about latitude, it decreases progressively from equator towards the poles, चाहे वो नॉर्थ पोल ले लो, चाहे वो साउथ पोल लो. And when we talk about the height from the surface of the earth, that is considered as what? Altitude. मतलब किसी एक altitude की बात करें, let us say zero, what to say, near to the sea level. Is it right? सी लेवल से हम जैसे जैसे ऊपर जाएंगे टेम्परेचर धीरे धीरे करके क्या होता है, घटता जाता है. मीन्स टेम्परेचर गोज ऑन डिक्रीजिंग एज द अल्टीट्यूड इंक्रीजेस. प्लेन से हम माउंटेन एरिया में जाएं तो टेम्परेचर क्या हो जाता है, कम होता जाता है. इज इट राइट? नाउ इट चेंजेस फ्रॉम अ सब जीरो लेवल इन पोलर एरिया. मतलब टेम्परेचर की बात कर रहे हैं हम कि पोलर एरिया में कंसिडर करो और हाई अल्टीट्यूड में बात करो. तो low temperature is found in the polar areas, let us say 0 degree, sub-zero or near to the zero, and also at high altitude also, mountain top like, temperature is very less. 250 डिग्री सेल्सियस कहाँ पे होगा, लेकिन ट्रॉपिकल डेजर्ट पे होगा. ट्रॉपिकल डेजर्ट मतलब ये हुआ द डेजर्ट इज लोकेटेड समवेयर बिटवीन ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर एंड ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न. तो हियर टेम्परेचर इन द डेजर्ट विल बी almost equal to, let us say, nearby 50 degree Celsius. This is we are talking in which season? Summer की बात कर रहे हैं. And there are some unique habitat also, like earlier we have discussed about harsh condition, harsh climatic condition. Here we are talking about what? Thermal water spring. Thermal spring मतलब ये हुआ जहाँ से पानी, गर्म पानी निकलता है. And the temperature over there might be equal to or greater than 100 degree Celsius. But still there are some microorganisms, if you remember archaebacteria, they are living here in the thermal water spring. And the temperature that is found deep inside the sea, deep sea hydrothermal vents, where what is happening, the average temperature ranges somewhere 100 degrees Celsius, or it what to say, exceeds 100 degrees Celsius. Temperature we are talking where inside the thermal water spring, and also in case of the deep water hydrothermal vents, दोनों के केस में 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस. when we talk about the polar areas, when we talk about the high altitude mountains, near to 0 degree. And when we talk this, when we what to say, consider the same thing for deserts which are located in the tropical area or tropical region, then that will be near to, you can say, 50 degree Celsius. Now we also know one thing, that mango cannot grow, or they do not, and it cannot grow in temperate countries like Canada and Germany. Temperate country कहाँ जा रहेगा, देखो जरा, 23.5 to 66.5 डिग्री के बीच में. मतलब ये हुआ ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर एंड आर्टिक सर्कल के बीच में, कहाँ पे, नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर में. एंड लाइक वाइज इन द सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न और एंटार्क्टिक सर्कल के बीच में. यहाँ पर क्या बोल रहे हैं, मैंगो ग्रो नहीं करते हैं और नहीं करेंगे. इज इट राइट? मैंगो ट्री डू नॉट ग्रो एंड कैनॉट ग्रो इन टेम्परेट कंट्रीज लाइक कैनेडा एंड जर्मनी. Likewise, when we talk about the snow leopard will never be found in the forest located in Kerala. Is it right? Because the temperature difference temperature variation will be there, and as a result of that, snow leopards will not be able to survive in the forest in Kerala. Next one is tuna fish are rarely caught beyond tropical latitude in the ocean. Tropical latitude मतलब क्या हो गया, यहाँ जरा चेक करो, ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर के आगे चले जाओ, आगे मतलब टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्थ पोल, ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न टुवर्ड्स द साउथ पोल. ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न और कैंसर के आगे यानी बियॉन्ड दैट these fish cannot be found, cannot be caught. That's why here you are talking tuna fish are rarely caught beyond tropical latitude. These fishes are found in the salty area. Plus they also need a temperature. The water temperature beyond this tropic of Cancer or Capricorn will be lower. And so that temperature will not be suitable for the tuna fish to survive. And as a result of that, here we are talking that you will not be able to catch or never caught beyond these tropical latitudes. If you remember, in the previous class you have learnt about archaebacteria. Archaebacteria can live in extreme and harsh climatic condition. Let us take one example of those bacteria which live at a temperature equal to or nearby to 100 degrees Celsius. We also have discussed about a DNA polymerase which is used in the PCR. Tag polymerase we have discussed, which is obtained from an archaebacteria, Thermus aquaticus. Is it right? Now in that case, what happens? The enzymes are stable even at higher temperature. But when we talk about our body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, and all the biochemical processes taking place in our body is nearby, you can say 37 degrees Celsius. If our body temperature increases, we fall sick, we have fever, and at that time so many biochemical processes are not taking place or they are disturbed some or the other way. So that's why here we are talking at present that you can appreciate the significance or importance of temperature to living organism when you realize that it affects the kinetics of enzymes. मतलब एंजाइम के फंक्शन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, इसलिए मैंने अभी एग्जाम्पल लिया किसके बारे में, डीएनए पॉलीमरेज, दैट इज टैग डीएनए पॉलीमरेज विच इज यूज इन पीसीआर. उसका रेंज है टेम्परेचर का near to let us say 100 degrees Celsius पर organisms are able to survive, and at that temperature these enzymes are stable, they are not affected by the temperature. But if suppose that when we talk about our proteins or enzymes which are produced and present in our body, it will be degraded, it will not be able to active or it will not be able to perform its function at higher temperature. And through it, मतलब ये किसकी बात कर रहे हैं, काइनेटिक्स ऑफ एंजाइम, एंड थ्रू इट द मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटी एंड अदर फिजियोलॉजिकल फंक्शंस ऑफ द ऑर्गेनिज्म, एंड ऑन दैट बेसिस वी कैन क्लासीफाई ऑर्गेनिजम्स इनटू टू टाइप्स. एक को बोल सकते हैं यूरीथर्मल एंड दूसरी को बोल सकते हैं स्टेनोथर्मल. यूरीथर्मल मतलब क्या हुआ, दोज ऑर्गेनिजम्स, वो ऑर्गेनिज्म जो टेम्परेचर को टॉलरेट कर सकते हैं. मतलब क्या बोल रहे हैं, ऑर्गेनिजम्स दैट कैन टॉलरेट एंड थ्राइव इन अ वाइड रेंज ऑफ टेम्परेचर्स. मतलब लो टेम्परेचर में भी चलेगा, हाई टेम्परेचर में भी चलेगा. दे आर एबल टू टॉलरेट एंड लिव और सर्वाइव in a wide range of temperature. So they are called as eurythermal. Whereas when we talk about stenothermal, so these are organisms that thrive at narrow range of temperature. नैरो रेंज मतलब ये हुआ कि बहुत ज़्यादा हाई हो गया या बहुत लो हो गया, तो these organisms are going to be affected. Their survival will come into danger. Means survival का ही क्या हो जाएगा, risk आ जाएगा. They will be able to survive or not. And here we are talking that they are not or they will not be able to survive. And that's why here we are talking about what? Thrive at a narrow range of temperature. Thrive at a narrow range of temperature. So these are called as what? Stenothermal एंड यूरीथर्मल में क्या बात कर रहे हैं कि दैट दे आर एबल टू सर्वाइव एट और इन अ वाइड रेंज ऑफ टेम्परेचर. Now these levels of thermal tolerance of different species determine to a large extent their geographical distribution. अभी हम बात कर रहे थे यहाँ कि टेम्परेचर कहाँ पर ट्रॉपिक्स में टेम्परेचर विल ऑफ द वाटर लेट अस से इन द सी एंड ओशन विल बी लिटिल higher, but when we go little beyond that, let us say towards the beyond the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, or beyond Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle, what will happen? The water temperature will be lower, and as a result of that, those living beings or those animals who needs higher temperature or warmer temperature, they will not be found in the cold places. And that's why we took examples here in case of the mango tree के बारे में बात किया था, right? Snow leopard के बारे में बात किया, tuna fish के बारे में बात किया. This is all related to a temperature only. That this geographical distribution of organisms are affected, or otherwise this distribution of organisms is based on this temperature, that is extent of the temperature और टेम्परेचर टॉलरेंस की बात कर रहे हैं, थर्मल टॉलरेंस की बात कर रहे हैं. इन द रिसेंट ईयर्स देयर हैज बीन अ ग्रोइंग कंसर्न अबाउट ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीजिंग एवरेज ग्लोबल टेम्परेचर. सही बात है, धीरे धीरे करके क्या हो रहा है, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग बढ़ता जा रहा है. मतलब एवरेज टेम्परेचर ऑफ द अर्थ इज इंक्रीजिंग डे बाय डे. दैट वी विल डिस्कस इन चैप्टर नंबर 16. नाउ if suppose that this global warming goes on increasing day by day, what will happen? The temperature of the earth will become higher, and at that temperature some organisms, let us say some plants or some animals who will not be able to bear that temperature are going to be wiped out. Means they are going to die, they will not be able to survive, then their survival will come into danger. So at the end over here, two questions are there. If this trend continues, would you expect the distributional range of some species to be affected? Yes, sure. It is. They are going to be affected. Is it right? Because what we are talking here, टेम्परेचर से रिलेटेड की बात कर रहे हैं. तो टेम्परेचर से रिलेटेड अगर है और टेम्परेचर धीरे धीरे करके अगर मान लो एटमॉस्फेयर का बढ़ता जाए, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग होता जाए, and as a result of that there will be so many organisms who will be affected. The best example that we can quote is about dinosaurs. They were not able to survive because of the changing climatic condition, because of the increase in the temperature. They were not able to survive, and they are no more found here. So that was about the temperature. The next one is the water, that I will include in the next video. Thank you.